What up, YouTube? Friday night live show. I know I'm really bad about this. Each and every Thursday, except this time it was each and every Thursday except last night, and so now it's each and every Friday. With that said, thanks for joining me. Or it's once Friday, not each and every Friday. Thanks for joining me, though. I appreciate it. And we'll just be real quick because I know you guys value your weekend and your Friday. How's everybody doing? How was your 4th of July? And how were your sales on the 4th of July? How was everything last night? Want to check in with everybody. Adam, my admin, is here. A couple others of you guys. Donna, Indiana Flippers. Oh, a bunch of you guys jumping in on Fridays. Does anybody else do a live show on Friday? I don't want to interrupt or step on anyone's toes. If I am, I apologize. It's just this one time, and I won't do it again. At least I won't try to do it again. Okay, so hey, Sam, how you doing? Indiana Flippers and Mr. J. Martinez. Thank you, guys. Wow, I can barely hear you. Turn up the volume. Looks like my mic is turned up pretty loud. Check, check. Audio, check, check. Everyone can hear me? Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we good? Are we good on sound? We good on audio? Everyone can hear me good? Volume's a little low? Okay. I can work on the volume. Give me just a second here. Let me just crank that volume up just a little bit. Give me just a second. All right. How are we doing now? How about now? Testing sound again. Checking. Can everybody hear me better? I'll speak up too. I'll try to speak up. How you doing? Clear but low. Yeah, it's definitely clear. This mic is clear. I turned it up, so let me know if that helped at all. A little bit with the sound there. I turned up the thing. Just Connie, I got the sound going. Sorry, a little technical difficulty for a minute. Better. Okay, perfect. Awesome. All right, cool. Let's roll into it. So, holiday sales. I just recorded a podcast, which I'll be putting up. If you don't know about my podcast, I will link it below after the show. But you can go to any podcast, iTunes, which I don't even know if iTunes exists anymore, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, and the big one is Anchor. If you don't have an app called Anchor, Anchor, Anchor app, it's music and podcast free for iPhone and Android. Download the Anchor app, completely free. And the cool thing about when you listen to podcasts on Anchor, if the person uploaded it using Anchor, which I do, you can actually leave them questions via voicemail. You just click the button and you talk and you leave a voicemail and it sends it to me and you can ask questions. So I will be uploading a podcast later. You will find it under Rockstar Entrepreneurs. Rockstar Entrepreneurs with an S on Anchor, Stitcher, any of those things I said. Anchor's the best. Where we talk about holiday. Me and Keith are doing it from Star's better half from Flippin' Hippos. We're doing a podcast, and we talked about holidays and sales and vacations and people being away and people spending money. And I wanted to present the question to you guys of what do you think about people spending money on the holidays? It's supposed to be a time. The reason that summer is so slow, if you don't know, the summer slowdown is because people are gone. They're on vacation. So they're using that money for vacations and getaways. So they don't have as much money to freely spend. And also when you're away on a vacation, you're hiking, you're fishing, you're surfing, you're in a pool, you're at a park, a theme park, you're at Disney. You're not at your computer or your phone actively shopping like you would be when you're just sitting at home browsing around. And so those are the two reasons that summer slowdown happens and that people have less sales. Now, with that being said, the whole thing about, you ever watch on TV where people are like, Cadillac sale, all Cadillacs, $10,000 cash back on 4th of July, Independence Day sale. Why do businesses actively pursue customers with huge sales on holidays and during summer holidays when those customers are supposed to be away, not shopping? So what's the point of the sale? Does anybody know the answer to that? Does everybody know how that works? You can listen to it on a phone, iPad, tablet, laptop, anything, Donna. Anywhere you can download the app. Yeah, Landshark Picker just said you should be listing more merchandise. You definitely should be listing more and getting as much up as you can, because now's your chance. You're not shipping and spending as much time on sales, so you should be listing more. So the answer to that question is, since it's so slow in summer and since so much is just going to go down, you kind of have to fight to do anything you can to get sales up. And that means running markdowns and promotions and promoted. You have to try to pull what little customers you can into your stores and into your items, because otherwise you're not going to make any sales, let alone just slow sales. You'll have none. And so that's why you'll see all these car dealers and businesses and clothing stores and mall stores run these obscene sales during holiday time, because they want to take advantage of every customer who may not be away at the beach or a barbecue or what have you. And so me and Keith actually touched on that during the podcast of why we think people doing it and why you should be doing it. And so in the video I did 2 days ago or day before about the 4th of July, you absolutely should have been running a sale yesterday. I had a fantastic sales day yesterday, and I promoted everything I have. I ran a bigger sale on eBay. We did really, really well. So you should definitely run sales any holidays. Memorial Day is a good one. 4th of July is a good one. Labor Day is a good one. All of those days are really great days to run sales. So make sure you do that. That is one big tip for summer slowdown. Okay, to pick up slow sales, right? My promotion has helped me make a lot more money the past few weeks. Yeah, a lot of people, this is a problem I see with a lot of people on eBay too. They run a promotion like 10% off. They run it like Friday to Monday, and then it ends, and it's like 3 weeks later, I still don't see any sales. And I'm like, they're like, I did run a sale and I didn't really see any results from it. I'm like, well, you ran a sale for 2.5 days and then you haven't done it anymore. It's consistency, running sales, having things available, running promotions, pounding people in the face with it. Let's say that somebody looks at your item on the 1st of, July 1st, and you run a sale July 1st through the 4th, and it's a $30 item and you run it at 10% off, and they see it for $27. And they're like, oh, maybe I'll buy it. Maybe I'll get it. And they don't buy it. And then your sale ends and now it's back to 30, and you leave it at 30. They're probably never going to buy it unless somebody else comes along. But that person that was interested could have bought it, but they didn't. So now you've got to rerun a sale. Maybe you run 15% off, and this time it drops down from 30 to 15% is what, $450. So they're going to get it for $25.50, and then they're going to be like, wow, $25.50. I'm going to jump on this, because if I don't, it's going to go back to $30. And so you have to be consistent and always run it. Some people are like, well, I'm just going to jack up my promoted. And that's okay. I know that some people have reported that it works. But remember, your customer only sees your markdown manager, your 10%, 15, 20, 30% off. They don't see how much you're promoting something. They don't know whether you made it 1% or 10%. They have no idea. Only eBay knows that, and only eBay is benefiting from that. The markdown manager is what is going to draw your customers in even more. Now, I used to know someone. I don't say I used to know them. I still do know them. I know who they are, and I'm not, particularly close to them, but I did stay in contact with them a little bit, who sells primarily women's clothing, women's shoes. Shoes is a big one on eBay. And her sales were always 70% off when it was allowed. I think the max is 60 now, right? Is that right? You can't do 70% sales anymore? Somebody might want to correct me if I'm wrong on that. But she used to do that 70% when you were allowed to do 70% off. So what she would do is, she wanted $30 for a pair of shoes. She would run that sale at 70% off $100. Her shoes would be $99.99 with 70% off. And so when people saw her store, they always saw 70% off. Gigantic eBay sale. She named it gigantic eBay sale, whatever. And it worked like crazy. So I'm always running my sales. Always, always, always. So watch what happens. If you guys use the sale feature, the markdown manager, Deb does 70%. Okay, it still may be 70%. You still might be able to do. I used to do 50% on everything. I literally would double the price of everything I wanted. If I wanted $20 for a tie, I would list it at 40, and everything would be 50% off. And it's actually sort of a tempting idea to go back to do it. Now, I know some people are like, isn't that illegal? Wasn't there some law against that? No. The law, and this is how I understand it. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a cop. Somebody, definitely correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm almost certain. The law was primarily for brick and mortar and brand new stuff. For used goods, it's impossible for somebody to tell you whether a used tie is worth $10 or $30. Who gets to decide that? not the government, not the police. And so you could put that tie as high as you wanted. Let's just say I'm like, hey, I thought the tie was worth $50. You know, I legit wanted to get $50, and I realized it wasn't selling, so I went ahead and put it 50% off down to $25. Because somebody's gonna say, well, you never had any intention. You knew it wasn't worth 50. Oh, whoa. How do you know I didn't know it was worth $50? I thought my tie was worth $50. I listed it. It didn't sell. I put it on sale. Somebody's like, well, if you're putting it on sale 5 minutes after you list it, well, I listed all my items. I realized I was pricing them wrong. I marked them down. So this is why that law doesn't really cover that. Not to mention, the law also had some verbiage about as long as the item never went above the originally priced highest price after a sale, it was okay. So in other words, if I price this Jerry Garcia tie at $20 and it doesn't sell, and a week later I jack it up to $30 and I put it on 50% off, it's now $15. So that $15 is still lower than the original price. But if I jack the price up to $50 and I ran 50% off, then the price is now $25, and the sale price is higher than the originally highest mark price. So the sale price, the after markdown price, cannot be higher than the original price at its highest point. So whatever you start this at, highest point, if you ever run a sale, that sale price cannot end up when it gets marked down higher than that price. Does that make sense to everyone? Summer's so slow because people are gone on vacation and spending money elsewhere. Donna still says I need to talk closer to the mic. Sounds okay to me. I don't actually have the window open because if I do, it'll catch the audio. I mean, I could turn it up a little bit more. I've got a little bit more room to go. I don't ever max it out because it'll break your eardrums. But here, I'll try that. It's at negative 1.9. That should be good. Okay. So does that make sense? If you want to run a sale, don't worry about that gray area. People were concerned about that sale. Oh, you're not allowed to do that. Yeah, listen, people have been doing it since the beginning of time. Kohl's and Target did get in trouble for it, but they were doing things that you shouldn't have been doing, marking items for $50 and then, a couple weeks later, jacking them up so high that even when they put them on sale, they were just as high, if not higher than the original price. Cole, Covington, and Jacksonville, thank you so much. Come thrift in Jacksonville. I don't get up to Jacksonville very often. I've only been, a couple times ever. So we're going to do a Florida meetup that you can come down to, though. I'll get you all the information on that. You can do markdowns at 80%. Okay. Adam. I'm working on listening 6 to 8 feet away and still hear you fine. Yeah, Sam, appreciate that. Audio is good. Thank you. So that is something that you can consider doing. If all of your items are $20, bump them to 40 and run them 50% off, or bump them to 45, bump them, or bump them to $39.99 and run them 50% off. They'll come in like 10, a couple cents under what you were. Can you flip Target stuff? I have some Target stuff at low prices. A lot of people do. The people that do retail arbitrage at Target, retail arbitrage just means buying from a store and flipping it online. The people that do flip Target stuff typically use that Target card because I think you get an extra 5% off. And so what they'll do, let's say that they're buying an item that they're going to pay $20 for at Target and it's worth $30 on Amazon. Well, after fees and shipping, you're going to break even. It's not really any profit. But what they'll do is they'll use their card for 5% off the 20, right? So they immediately save $1. And then they'll use their gift card that they bought on like Gift Card Granny or Raise.com or something like that, where they can buy it for 5% off. So now they're getting 10% off. They're saving $2 on a $20 item. And so now they went from, only making $1 or breaking even to making $3. And then when they make the purchase, on top of getting the cash back, they're floating that money because they don't have to make the payment. So they're able to sell all that stuff. And so some of the bigger stuff. So let's say they're buying a $20 item that sells for $40, right? And so they're going to go to making $10. Well, now they get to make an extra $2 or $3, an extra 10%. Well, let's say that they buy up $5,000 worth of stuff. and they're going to sell it for 10 or 15,000. Well, they get to make an extra 10% on that money. And that's how a lot of them were doing it. It's a really tough life. It's a tough way to make money. You know, with the competition, with the stores getting wise to things, with Amazon prices up and down, it's a hard market. It can be done, but it's a tough world. It's a hard world. So how's your necktie sales going? Very good. We are at week number 2. Remember, it was a Friday that I started listing them. This is week 2, and we have sold exactly 14 ties. I'm selling one a day, and we have about 125 to 130 listed. That's a really good question. Indiana flippers, you have to be more specific. I'm not sure. Yeah, my email is rockstarflipper@gmail.com. By the way, I just got in another package. This came from Florida. This was 50 ties for $50 shipped. So I paid $1 a tie. I haven't even opened it yet. It's still stuffed in the padded flat. They managed to get 50 ties in here, which is pretty impressive. I've mailed 25 ties in a padded flat, no problem, but 50 is pretty impressive. I'll do a live little bulk purchase tie unboxing here, enveloping here for you guys. So, number 1, this is directly from the NFL. NFC East, Texas Stadium, 63,000, Super Bowl Cowboys tie. This is pretty cool. Somebody will definitely pay $12 or $13 for a Cowboys tie. Currently, my average sale price is $15.75 on ties. My average cost of goods is right around 75 cents, leaving me a $15 profit, less fees and shipping. I'm averaging exactly $11.01 in pocket profit on every single tie that I've sold. So it's going pretty well. This is a Florida Panthers. I would assume that that's the hockey team. Yes, Florida Panthers necktie from the hockey team. This box supposed to contain quite a few sports themed ties. So I'm just going to toss these over there. Let's just keep rolling, see what else we get there. Thomas Pink. This is a brand that sells. It's not very fast seller, but it sells, and its average sell price is around a 20. It's a British brand. It's also a good brand to look for in their shirts. Thomas Pink shirts do pretty well. We have a Looney Tunes, Daffy Duck, Bugs, and Taz, so those will sell. Troy Aikman Collection 1 by Jimmy V. This is the Troy Aikman tie. So that's pretty cool. That will sell simply because of the name. And so remember, I paid $50, and probably those 4 or 5 ties I just pulled out. Giorgio Ferrero wine grapes, probably won't sell great. Maybe it'll sell 6 months down the road. Valentino Giovanni Beverly Hills. Never heard of this one, actually. It's a tie I've never heard of. I'm not going to unbox all 50 of them, but I'm just going to show you guys just some of the ones that I get. This is a brand that probably no name won't sell. John Henry. Now, I take the good with the bad because I'm looking for, 5 or 6 ties that are going to... BCBG Attitude, that might do okay-ish. I'm looking for 5 or 6 ties that are going to get me $10 in pocket and pay for the whole box. And so far, I'm seeing a couple, but not anything that's jumping out at me yet. I'm just going to throw these in the box behind me. Tommy Hilfiger. Usually I'll net like 5 or 6 on the Hilfiger ties. Man, he really did. And here we go. Here's where we'll make the money. Here's a Tommy Hilfiger shark tie. So we'll get 10 to 12 in pocket on that one. What else did we get here? A couple Morona ties. Robert Talbot best in class tie. Needs to be pressed a little bit, but that's like a 15 or 20. So I've got enough here now that without even cracking open the rest of it, we will get the money back and we'll be profitable. So I'll go through the rest of those later. But 50 ties, hopefully, 10 ties, we'll double our money. We'll be able to get $10 out of them. That'll be 100. And then, hopefully another 10 or 15 at 5. Hopefully I can turn a $50 bag into $300 or $400. That's kind of the plan. Solid sales. Where did I get those tails? Get to the Jerry Garcias. I buy these off bulk people. The thing about it is I understand that anyone can list these and do what I'm doing, but it takes a lot of time. This came from Solid Sales. He's in the chat right there. Tommy Hilfiger. Oh, this one's cool. See, so this one's a fishing Taz one. He told me to get to the Jerry Garcia, so I'll show you. Tabasco ties, they sell fairly consistently. Now, here's the thing, and here's the reason why. Another Tabasco tie. Oh, here's a Jerry Garcia. So yeah, so here's the money. You know, it might take 10 ties. It just depends. Some Muranos. Muranos never sell well for me. Let's see. Another fishing. There's a couple Jerry Garcias in here. You got Jerry Garcia. Jay Garcia. So pretty solid box. I'm pretty happy with this one. Brooks Brothers. I've already sold 2 Brooks Brothers since last week. So really good box or bag. Thank you, Solid Sales, for that. Appreciate that. Here's the reason. Why wouldn't he just sell it himself? Absolutely could. You know, it's not like it's $1,000 bag. It's probably $200 or $300. I'm going to turn 50 into 250, which is fine. The problem is this bag, if it was just me selling this bag, if I listed these 50 ties tomorrow, I'd start selling one here, one there, and it would take months and months. And a lot of people just don't have the time to sit and list that and the time to wait for it to sell. And they'd rather just get the 50, 60 bucks, especially if he only paid, let's say 50 cents a tie, and he's into it for 25 and he sells it for 50 directly. There was no eBay fees. He did have to pay shipping, but it's $7. I mean, it is what it is. You can flip it and make some money, especially if you had a source that could just keep buying. So, hey, Sherry, how you doing? I sell them on both eBay and Poshmark. They're cross-posted right now. Hey, Cherry Picker, how you doing? Hit the like button, guys. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, so I am okay with listing ties that I'm only going to make $5, $6, or $8 on because I may only have $1 in them. And so, you know, turning my money 5, 6, 7 times, again, 50 into 250 is 5 times the money. I'm okay with that because at the end of the year, you know, if I sell, if I spend $10,000, I can make $50,000 in profit, and there you go. Yeah, there you go. So quick flips. It's just like anybody that sells wholesale, especially on slow moving inventory. I don't use GoDaddy. I use QuickBooks Online. I use the Simple Start edition because the self-employment has a bunch of features that you have to pay for as part of that, and I don't need it. I use QuickBooks Online Simple Start, and it's very, very easy. It's about $160 a year, and it's just one and done, and I can just use it all year long. Found me on Poshmark. Yes, anything you want to find me on is Rockstar Flipper. My Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook business page, all at Rockstar Flipper. YouTube is Rockstar Flipper. Poshmark Closet is Rockstar Flipper. Everything. The only thing that is not are my eBay and Amazon stores, and that's because I keep Amazon and eBay store private because of trolls and issues that I've had. I do have a public eBay store where we are listing all the ties because I don't care if people go in about the ties. The store has like 5,000 some odd feedback. It's Treasure Chest FL, like Florida. Treasure Chest FL. You can see I keep about 600. We'll end up having over 1,000 listings on that store. And that store is going to be the store that just does a couple thousand a month in sales. The other store is private and has I can pull it up. I think 480, 490, under 500 listings. It's a premium store too, but it's under 500 listings. But its average sale price, the average sale price on Treasure Chest is like 15, 16. The average on the other one is double that, 31. So yeah, 483. So there you go. Anyway, so that's how that goes. But if you ever want to find me somewhere, that's how you find me. Just type that into your search on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Poshmark, whatever you have, you'll find me. Pretty easy. Okay, now let me go ahead and take some questions if you want. And I will get to answering those for you. Just hit the button. Yeah, hit the like button. But yeah, so more of the story. Make sure you do check out the podcast. Good talk with Keith today. Thank you, Keith, for that over at Flippin' Hippos. You guys can check their YouTube channel too. Keith is going to be on my podcast hopefully every week. Thanks for all the videos, questions you've answered for me, free information. Yeah, Gametainment. I like that name, Gametainment. You are welcome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Anytime you guys need something, you could just email me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. Oh, and if you didn't see the video yesterday from 4th of July, or you didn't listen to it, or you didn't follow it all the way through, I am just letting you guys know, don't freak out anybody who's here and is regular to me, but I am creating a new platform on an existing platform that is for business owners, for digital online business owners. And so what that means is this website that I'm going to be using basically allows you to take your current website, which is my Rockstar Flipper Online website, bring it over to their platform. It'll still be the same rockstarflipperonline.com, I think. If the URL changes at all, I'll let you guys know, but I think it'll be the same. And you get to create a page that's a welcome page, just like your website would have, like, hey, it's me, here's all about me. And then you get to create a second page that is your blog, where you can update news or you can insert your latest YouTube video. Super cool. You'll be able to check all that. The third page will be, the last two pages will be like an about me and a contact page like you're used to, just like a website. But the third page is a login for users. And once you'll be able to access the platform and the website and view all that stuff for free. There'll be one section where you can log in, and anybody that's ever bought a product from me, whether it's a training or a sourcing guide or you're part of the VIP group or whatever you've purchased from me, will be able to get your own login, and you'll be able to log into my website and view everything that you've purchased right there. You'll be able to click the videos, open the guides, check out your VIP membership status, how long you have left, all that kind of good stuff. And then there'll be another list kind of next to that where it'll have everything available that you haven't purchased in case you're interested in something else. And so you'll be able to log in and view everything, including my website, entrance, email, everything that's gone out, all on one platform, one thing. And they support everything for me. They'll send all my emails for me. They do everything. It's a little pricey. It's called Kajabi. If you've never heard of it, you can look it up, Kajabi. But every single person who wants one and who wants to be a part of the platform will get their own unique email, login, and password that you can create and keep safe and everything. And you can log in whether you've never bought something or whether you bought everything. If you've never bought something, you'll see all the free stuff. And then everything that's paid will just be grayed out or blacked out. I'm not totally sure how they do that. I think it's just kind of grayed out and it shows you everything that you can get, and you can click it and pay for it and unlock it or not. Either way, but you get whole access for free. So it's totally awesome. All my videos, all this stuff, it'll be categorized. Everything's going to be clean, neat, and on one solid platform. So I can't wait to do it. Hey, AGL Profits. What platform do your ties sell on best? They're selling evenly on eBay and Posh. I'm selling more on eBay, but higher on Posh. How do I get to the section to do a sale on eBay? I don't know what you mean. Okay. Do you think the black acrylic sheet helps in sales on ties? I think it does. I'm loving it so far. Any suggestions on trying to build my store while trying to work full time? Mary Beth, yes, you need to make a to-do list every day, and you need to set goals for daily listing, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on a spreadsheet in columns, and put your goal of how much you want to total for the day or the week, and then try to reach those goals. I posted about it on my Instagram. It's so important that you do that. How do I keep inventory organized? All of my ties are in labeled bins, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then they each go in the correct bins. And then when an item sells, you can go right to that bin and find that tie. I was talking about when you went to all selling and all your listings were there and you could bulk edit. The crazy new design is driving me crazy. There is a bulk editor. Yes, you just go to active listings, check all, and then at the top it has a little drop down that says edit all, edit selected. It's about 80% eBay. Well, currently if you take all my sales, it's probably 5% Poshmark or 3% Poshmark. I want to get that up. Like 70% eBay and like 27% Amazon. Hey, Candace, thank you for the pups, Roscoe and Chewy. I think one of them, Roscoe's underneath of me right now, Candace. Thank you so much for the super chat. She's a darling and a doll. She helps keep these pups fat. Thank you. Do I have a video to explain the GSP on eBay? I absolutely do. If you give me just a second, I'll pull that video up for you. Global Shipping Program, if you don't know, the GSP, is a safe way to ship overseas international packages. You must set it up. And it's a dream. I use it all the time. I love it. Let me go ahead and get this video for you. It's really, really easy. Basically, you just check the box. There's the video on global shipping program. You just check the box, and then if an item sells, it'll give you a label to ship it to Kentucky, which is eBay's warehouse, and they handle the rest and you're covered, and that's all you have to do. Let me show Candace. Let me see if I can do it for her without messing stuff up. Roscoe is laying under the chair. Roscoe P, buddy. Hey, buddy. What are you doing down there? Are you sleeping? You fatty. It's our little Yorkshire. There he is. Miss Candace gave you more treats. They have like I'm going to open their own bank account for all their treat funds. It's pretty funny. Adam got his airline ticket. Woohoo. Thank God, Adam. What time do you arrive? What day and time? Major Sat, welcome in. Are there countries that you don't ship to? No, I ship global shipping program, and whatever countries they allow are the ones that I ship to. Any country they allow is what I ship to. Yep. Thrifting for fun, looking for a sale. Oh, what a name. Thrifting for fun, looking for a sale, looking for lots of sales. Sunday around noon, Adam. Perfect. We get in Sunday around 1 or 2 p.m. as well. Yes, she's still in the group. You can tag her in the group, Thrifting for Fun, looking for a sale. Just at Sydney L, she's in there. No, I talk with the dogs. They are little fur kids. What date did you say to peak the store with listings to coordinate with Prime Day? Yes. Angie Costa. What is up, Angie? I haven't talked to you. Yes, that is July 15th and 16th for the store, the crash, what they're calling crash day sales in case Amazon crashes. So people are going to be online shopping like crazy on the 15th and 16th. Angie, that is a Monday and Tuesday. So I recommend Sunday night to have as many listings up that weekend as you can, which is 2 weeks from today, obviously. I mean, a week from today, not 2 weeks, a week from today, the 12th, 13th, and 14th. And then I would recommend before you go to bed Sunday night to run a sale to start early Monday morning. Start it at 6 a.m. and Eastern time and run it through Wednesday, through Thursday night at 3 a.m. or Wednesday morning and run that sale all the way through. That's what I would do. If you offer free shipping, it's exactly the same. It ships to Kentucky, and you are just responsible to get it to Kentucky. That's it. How does Chase and Flips sound for a YouTube channel? I'm bad at names. I wouldn't be the one to ask about a name. Yeah, my light kit that I use, that I've used for multiple years, is linked below, but I'll give you the link here. It should be linked below. This is my light kit link. Putting it right there for you. Yeah, if you use that link down in my description box that says eBay, Amazon, Poshmark supplies and equipment, and you click that, it will have a list of all the stuff that I use. Just click that link. It's going to open it in a new tab to Amazon, and then just scroll down a little bit, and you'll see some pictures of some materials, a printer, a background. And you just click on that, and it will show you every single thing that either I currently use or I have used in the past, and then you could just click on it and buy it right from that. In fact, I'll go ahead and link you that too. Here's the direct link for my Amazon affiliate page, which just means if you buy anything, I get credit for it. There's the link that you'll want to click, and that link will take you directly to a list of all my supplies over in the chat. The tape gun, the disc cleaning machine, scale, envelopes, mannequins, all kinds of thermal printers, light boxes, everything you could want. My copy of QuickBooks, the exact one that I use right now is $107 for the 2019 edition. It's called Simple Start. That's in there, so you guys can check all that out. Very awesome. Yeah, Angie, though, back to what Angie said, if you guys missed what Angelique Costa said, is on the 14th, you want to have as much listed as you can and as many sales running as you can, markdowns, because Amazon Prime Day is the 15th and 16th, and eBay's competing with them with like a crash sale in case Amazon's website has issues. So you want to have as much listed as possible for those days, definitely. I must be good luck. You've had 2 Posh sales since you started the video. That's awesome. Every time I'm live, people say that they get sales, so that's pretty cool. Okay, need some help. What's up, Candace? What kind of help? Eric, do you use ring lights? We do have a ring light. They were not working with this new black acrylic glass. I use them for YouTube videos. It's in the other room somewhere. It's the one that's linked. You'll see it. If you use that link I just put, you'll see the one there. It really adds a lot of brightness. It makes things look really, really bright and white. Be very careful on certain colors with it, though, and be very careful that you make sure you don't leave that ring of light in pictures and video. I have several huge heavy boxes of full vintage game systems and games and stuff. Dreamcast. No clue where to start. When's eBay's crash sale? 15th, 16th. How do you do sales if you don't have a store? You have to get a store, Marie. And if you have more than 50 items, you should absolutely have a store. Glitter's Thrifty Corner, welcome in. No clue where to start. So, Candace, for me, video games and video game systems are Amazon. Almost exclusively, unless they're restricted, which is rare. But if you're doing them on eBay, then you just have to do systems individually with whatever power cables and controllers they came with. You can certainly bundle games if the games aren't very valuable. If they're very valuable games, then you'll want to sell those ones individually. You're welcome to send me an email or a message, Candace, with some pictures or a list of what you have, and I'll try to give you an idea of how they should be listed. Angie, you're welcome. Thank you. The ice I'm drinking is... Yeah, so guys, I've been trying to only drink regular water and this as my flavored water. This is 0 sugar, which is, you know, everything. 0 fat, 0 sodium, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 protein, 0 calories. Contains only 1% juice. So it's good for you. And I'm already noticing a difference. No tea, no sweet tea, no juices packed with sugar, no sodas. I don't drink soda really anyways unless I'm drinking alcohol. But even trying to cut that out, I'll drink alcohol with this if I want. It'll flavor it enough. Whatever I have to do, but just this. I think just removing the liquids that I drink that are full of sugar, like teas and juices that I constantly drink. I haven't been drinking any energy drinks, which I didn't drink a ton of them to begin with, but I did drink those with alcohol as well. I think it's going to help a lot. It'll make me feel a lot better. Man, drinking all that sugar is just so bad for you. It makes you gain weight, and it just makes you feel bad. So, yep. Not drink pop. Eric must be up in Minnesota because they say pop. We say soda. We don't say pop here. But I know a lot of you do say pop. I love it. So, yeah, I love sweet tea. I do. But you know what? I actually love green tea, green sweet tea a lot. But it's just packed full of too much sugar and too much caffeine. It's just not good. The caffeine is making me jittery, I guess. It's almost like an addiction. Not good. I don't get addicted to things, so not liking it. Plus, it's just not good for you all the way around. I'd rather drink this stuff. I'm fine with this. I can sit here and drink this. The one thing I do notice, though, with the amount of regular water, 3 or 4 glasses a day, I know you're supposed to drink 8 glasses of water, but I think our glasses are kind of big, so I'm probably drinking like 6 of the standard glasses. I don't know. I've been trying to drink 1 when I wake up, 1 when I go to bed, 1 sometime during the day. 3, 4 glasses a day, and then drink these on top of it. What I'm noticing is that I have to go to the bathroom every hour. I used to never go. Anyhow, Michigan. Eric's or from Ohio. I'm sorry. Michigan says pop too. Yeah, all you northern people up there. Yeah, small goals. Colleen's got it right. Small goals, small goals. Hey, Colleen's my admin too. If you guys ever need something, Adam and Colleen, both of those blue wrenches that they can whack you with. I get to see Colleen and Adam and everybody in 2 weeks. It's awesome. It's exciting. I can't wait to see all of them. Yeah, the drink does have some sub-sugars. There's no doubt about that. Trying to look at what it have in it. It says 0 sugars, but I'm sure it's got a little something in it. What are my thoughts on ThreadUp to get rid of clothing that you can't flip? I've heard good and bad on ThreadUp. I've never used them, so maybe somebody in the chat has more experience with that. Heather, I don't like Club Soda Tonic. I'm not a big fan of those. Somebody asked about tie sales. I mentioned it in the beginning. Pretty good. 14 ties gone in 14 days. So we're selling 1 a day. We're going to start getting it up to 2 and 3 a day. Yeah, diabetes and also, high blood sugar. Those are all things that I would like to avoid later in life in about 20 years. So might as well just cut it out now. Give myself, 10, 15 years of less chance of diabetes, less chance of heart disease, less chance of all that stuff if I cut all this crap out. Label has sub sugars. Sucralose, strawberry juice concentrate, citric acid, gum arabic, ester, vitamin. Yeah, it's probably got a couple little things in it. Caffeine free, low calorie, antioxidant, pantothenic acid. Like, I don't know what any of this stuff is. All I know is it has a whole bunch of zeros, so it's got to be better than tea. Will Poshmark have a crash date as well? No, I don't think so. Don't think so. Half your body weight in water per day. No way. I weigh like 195 pounds. There's no way. Half my body weight would be, what, 97 and a half. Let's just call it 97 pounds. Divided, what, there's 16 ounces in a pound? So I'm supposed to drink 1,552 ounces? No way. No way. I don't drink any coffee. Yep, no coffee. Don't do that. Yeah, Deborah, of course. If you guys ever have issues where you don't know what to list or how to list or questions or you want to join the private group or anything, please don't hesitate to use my email, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. I'll do the best I can. I answer as many as I can. If I don't get to your email in the first day, I will definitely try to get to it within the second day. I do clear all my emails every day, though. I mean, if you want, you want to hit me up and get a store review, or you want me to just take a look at something really quick, or you have a quick question, it's always open. My emails are always there. I'd die from water intake. Yeah, a gallon is like 8 pounds. Yeah. So I'm supposed to drink like 10 gallons of water a day? No way. £15. I would love, like, I'm not having a problem with like losing weight necessarily or gaining it too much. Remember, I'm tall, so I can carry the weight. It's fine. 190 pounds isn't 195 or whatever I weigh. I don't even know. I think I weighed 195, but I was wearing jeans and a shirt and shoes. And so all I could think was the reseller thought process, where I'm like, well, my shoes weigh 2 pounds because I have big feet, big shoes. My jeans probably weigh 2 pounds because, again, I'm a full size, grown adult male with 36 jeans, and I'm like, so that's 4 pounds, and my shirt weighs like 8 ounces, and this weighs 5 ounces, and my socks weigh 2 or 3 ounces. There's got to be like 3 or 5 pounds of clothes on me, so I think I weigh like 191 or something. So that's how my reseller brain was working. What does all this weigh? How much am I wearing? I'm just gonna take it all off and then weigh myself, which I probably will. But it's just a matter of, I just want to tone it down and just take out all the bad stuff. Start with eating better, drinking better, and just take all that bad stuff out. If I lose 5 or 10 pounds in the process, fantastic. If not, it is what it is. Yeah, just send me, Marie, if you ever want me to take a look, you can email me with your link to any item that you have active on eBay, and that's the fastest way for me to take a look at it. Absolutely. No coffee, no energy drinks, and no more tea or sodas. I don't drink any of that stuff. It's just going to be water and flavored ones from here on out, as much as possible. Obviously, if we go out somewhere, we're fancy, we're having some rum and cokes, something like that, then fine. Like, that is what it is. But if I drink an old fashioned, it's just, bourbon and sugar. It's still not great, but it is what it is. I do share my closet a couple hundred. I share a couple hundred of my own shares a day, and I try to share 50 to 100 of everyone else's every day. It doesn't take long. I can share my whole closet in 5 minutes with 100 and some. I think I'm at 110 right now on Poshmark, or 120. Once I get up to 400 or 500, it'll take me, more than 5 or 10 minutes. It'll take me half hour. So I'll do that like twice a day, and then I'll share some people's stuff. So you want to do your promoted listings from the computer, Angie. It's not going to be doable on the phone. I think they took it away. If it's still available, it's very limited. Can you have local pickup and shipping at the same time, Rhonda? Yeah, I think you can. Can somebody confirm that? I don't do local pickup. How many listings should you be able to do per hour start to finish? Well, it depends on what you're listing. But if we're talking about neckties, I can do 10 in an hour. If we're talking about shirts and jeans, maybe 6 to 7 in an hour. If you're talking about, video games or quick electronics, you might be able to do 12 an hour. So honestly, if it's the slower moving stuff, aim for 6 an hour. 10 minutes an item really should be something you can strive to do, and that's 6 an hour. So if you work for 3 hours, you should be able to get up 18 to 20 items. And that's a really good goal for the day. And if you did that for 4 days out of the week, you would end up listing 320 items a month, only listing 4 days for 3 hours a day. So that's 12, 24, 48 hours in the month, and you could get up 320 listings. No, Marie, I have many streams of income. I have reselling, I have YouTube, I have affiliates. I also have a private Facebook group. I do trainings and coachings. I have about 10 streams of income, and they all bring in, some of them are high, some of them are low. It's all over the place, but every single one of them is necessary. If you want to make t-shirts and sell them on your own, you can use Merch by Amazon, or you can use Teespring, T-E-E, Spring. I use Merch by Amazon. Is it wise to do promoted and sales on all in store? Yes, I do promoted at like 1-2%, and then I also run Markdown Manager sales. Yep. Deb says she has 600 listings, half hour to share. Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I feel like I can do 100 listings shared in about 5 or 10 minutes. So let's just say 10 minutes. So if I had to do 600, that'd be an hour. Probably could do it in 45 minutes. So half hour doesn't seem unreasonable. Yeah, you really should be able to do picks and drafts and everything. If you can't list an item, no matter what it is, under 10 minutes, you're probably taking too long. I probably average 6-7 minutes. On ties, I can do it in about 4 minutes. So I can absolutely get up at least, say, 10 to 12 ties an hour. Really, I batch them in 10, and I get it done in faster than an hour, probably 45 minutes. So, would love to see a video on that. The video on sharing that many? Yeah, she should. Sharing to me is boring. I don't think I'd ever do a video on it. I'm not an Android fan, but I heard the Pixel 3 has great camera, great video. So if that's your thing, absolutely. Deb is averaging 3 to 4 things with 600 listings. That's about right. I expect when we get to 500 ties, we'll sell about 4 ties a day. So I'd be happy with that. And then 4 ties on eBay. We sell 8 a day, making anywhere from $10 to $12 a tie. It's going to put us at $90 a day, $2,700 a month with just 500 listings, and we can be at that in about a month to 2 months' time. We'll go from 0 in tie sales to 2,500 plus in profit, up to 3,000 in profit a month just on those. I do constantly have sales running, Robin. Absolutely. Jamie's here. What's up, Jane Pace? Jame. I was told I'm not special by someone stealing my photos. I saw that someone was stealing your photos. Guys, if anyone ever steals your photos on eBay or Posh or Amazon, message them, tell them to take it down and stop doing it. Otherwise, report them to the platform. You can just report them if you want. I try to be the benefactor, see the good in people and let them have a chance to take it down. If they don't, I give them 24 hours, and otherwise I just go right there. Don't threaten them. Don't be mean. Just say, hey, those photos are my original photos. I have not given you permission to use them. Please remove them, or within 24 hours, I'll have to contact X platform. That's what I would do. When you list, do you search your item and you use sell similar, or do you create it? I always create new listings. I don't like sell similar because I don't want any surprises from what the other seller might have done. Steffi's Trollo, watch the video and don't sweat the small things, listed 15 pair of jeans. That's awesome. Great job. Great job. Hawaiian Joe, that was in reference to your question. I always do my own listings. Always. All right, I am going... There's the wrecking crew. I'm gonna jump off of here and in just a moment and get back to work. Got to do a couple things and then relax for the rest of the night. I have a very important day tomorrow. Some people I know are getting married, so I have to get up early, get stuff done, and get dressed and get to their wedding. So I'm going to roll out, you guys. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. And if you have any other questions, Rockstar on gmail.com. Thoughts on shipping paper versus using a box? Use a box or an envelope. Always, 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 always. Yeah, so any other questions, rockstarflipper@gmail.com, and I'll be there. Have a great night. Thanks, Adam, Colleen, and Jamie, my admins, for being in here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a regular video. Next week, Thursday live show will be normal day and time as long as nothing goes crazy, as long as there's no holidays. Good night, Candace. Good night, everyone. Candace, email me on those video games if you need. See you guys.